In life, everything always has its beginning. In the case of the alphabet, it also has its beginning as well. We're going to take a brief look at the general history of the alphabet. We're going to explore how the alphabet got its start, and also take a look at how the alphabet evolved over the ages. You'll see examples of how the alphabet has transformed from pictographs to represent words and sounds to how the alphabet has transformed into our current alphabet of today. So let's take a journey from the past and see where it all began. So what is the alphabet? According to wikipedia.org, an alphabet is a standardized set of letters, basic written symbols, each of which roughly represents a phoneme in the spoken language, either as it exists now or as it was in the past. The history of the alphabet is said to be the first seen in ancient Egypt, where the Egyptians used what was called hieroglyphs. The word hieroglyphs comes from two words, which are the words hieros and the word glyphian. Hieros means sacred, and the word glyphian means carving. When you put the two words together, you have the word hieroglyph, which gives you the meaning sacred carvings. Hieroglyphs were known as sacred carvings because in ancient Egypt, these carvings were used to draw religious pictures on the wall that were considered holy drawings, and what we just discussed as sacred carvings. These hieroglyphs were a type of writing that used pictographs to create words and sounds spoken in the Egyptian language. The hieroglyphs that were created by the Egyptians were often written in different ways. One Egyptian may have written from left to right, while another Egyptian might have done their carvings from right to left. As time moved forward, the Phoenicians were innovative enough to develop their written language. Their written language transformed the way the Egyptians did their hieroglyphs into a much simpler means of the written language. The Phoenicians created their alphabet that consisted of 22 symbols. These symbols were not like the Egyptian hieroglyphs, which used pictographs. The Phoenicians instead used these symbols that were composed of wedge-shaped characters. This form of written language changed the way people communicated back then. This was a huge step in creating a new and simpler way to express something, and this alphabet of symbols completely eliminated having to draw complex pictures to create how language is written. This new form of writing showed how the current alphabet of today got its start through time. The Phoenician alphabet did not stop there. Their alphabet started to evolve as well. According to the Book of Graphic Communications Today, the Greeks adapted the Phoenician system with a few important adaptations. First, they converted 5 consonants to vowel sounds. Then, for good measure, the Greeks added 2 letters to their alphabet. Our word alphabet is derived from the first 2 Greek characters, alpha and beta. Today, the Greek alphabet is a very popular form of lettering that can be also seen by many college fraternities throughout the United States of America. The Greek characters are also used in mathematics, science, and many other subjects today. As we continue along the history of the alphabet, you'll notice that it has been evolving over the ages. You can also see how people from different parts of the world have stolen, or you can say have borrowed, and have changed the alphabet to fit it to the way they want to represent their spoken language. Not only have the Greeks taken the characters from the Phoenicians to make their own alphabet, but the Romans have also borrowed from the Greek alphabet to make their own written language. Today, the Roman alphabet, also known as the Latin alphabet, is the most popular alphabet that is used all around the world today. The Roman alphabet is written from left to right, and it is the way all North Americans write their alphabet today. In conclusion, the alphabet has come a long way. It first took shape in the form of Egyptian hieroglyphics that were sacred carvings. From there we learned that the Phoenicians evolved that type of written language into 22 symbols, which began today's alphabet. Then we saw how the Greeks took the way the Phoenicians wrote the alphabet and made it their own. You also have the Romans taking from the Greek alphabets as well, and it's the alphabet that we use today, and it's also known as the Latin alphabet. As time moved forward, the alphabet continued to evolve. We have seen how the alphabet has evolved through the ages into where it is today. As we move from the past to the present with our alphabet, one can only imagine how the alphabet will continue to transform. With technology in our present and in our future, it is possible that the alphabet could take on yet another shape or form from where it is today.